All right, good morning, everyone. Let me double check. It's working. Okay, it should be fine. All right, good morning. All right, well, this is what I had yesterday. Best play yesterday on NASDAQ, I think, was longs from this 30-minute demand zone. It's been going up ever since. And I do think we're gonna touch up, or I'm hoping that we touch up on this 4 hour supply zone today and see if we reject it or break past it. Start on the daily. Well, on the daily, honestly, what it looks like is it just looks like we bounced off of this bottom here. That's what it looks like. So we'll see today if we're actually bouncing. For me, in order to think we're actually bouncing, I would say we would need to get above this 4 hour supply zone here. If we get above 0.37, I think it could easily come up to this next 4 hour zone, which is a pretty decent move, around 230 points, which is good enough for me. Let's see. All right, on the 3 hour time frame, don't see much. I mean, I know there is a couple 3 hour zones. Like this is a good 3 hour zone. This one too. This one could be a zone. It's just far away from price, but I'll mark it out. Same thing with this one here. All right, on the 2 hour time frame, let's see. This is also a 2 hour supply zone up here. I won't mark it out though because it's already a 4 hour zone. No audio. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Oh, okay. Good, good, good. Now, I was going to say this is a good 2 hour demand zone, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is. You know what? Maybe this one here. Because it did have a bounce off of it. Honestly, I like how today looks. I do. I think we'll see a good day today. This is a good 1 hour demand zone here. Honestly, I just like today because of this 4 hour zone that we're close to. So I'm hoping we don't get up here until 30 minutes until market open. Then from there, I could take a trade from up here. The trade that I would take from here would either be longs or shorts. It'd be longs if it gets above 0.36, right? This 50% line. I need to see it close above that. If that does happen, this realistically this would be the trade. Something like this. Very small move. But I do think it could come up to this 4 hour zone. And then for the shorts, same thing. I mean, it'd just be a small target, something like that. And I do think it'd play out. Let's just see what zone I would target for shorts. Let's go on the 90-minute. You know what? Let me double check this 2 hour. Yeah, I'm gonna erase this 2 hour zone and put. I don't know if I should. I was gonna put this 90-minute zone. I'm gonna put it. It just looks way cleaner than the 2 hour zone. And it kind of does have a bounce off of it. This also looks like a 90-minute zone. Kind of. I have a lot of demand down here. So it'd probably be a good target for shorts. But yeah, this 4 hour supply zone is also a good area of resistance. We've rejected this area many, many times. Does it mean I'm expecting us to reject the zone? Honestly, no. Um, I don't know what to expect, right? I never know what to expect. I just kind of try to see how the market reacts to the zone. This was a really good 30-minute supply zone here. Just got ran through. I mean, this is a small 30-minute supply zone here. Don't see much on the 15-minute time frame. But honestly, I already have the zones that I want. I have a zone above price and then below price. No, I don't really have the best zone down here. It is kind of far away from price. So yeah, if I took the shorts, I'd want to take it from up here. If it goes straight down at market open, it's gonna be tough. Cause I'd have to wait for it to tap 656. Or I could take a trade off of this 5 minute zone. But the 5 minute zone's very tiny. Yeah, very tiny. Alright, this is all the zones. There's not too many, but the zones that there is are pretty good. I'm hoping at 9:30 we're up here, somewhere up here, or the market comes up here. Then we'll decide what to take. That's all the zones though that I see. Yeah. And then also if we do break past this 4 hour zone, if we break past 037, every time we've been, well, not every time, but a lot of the time we've been in this area, it's been clean moves up and down. So I would expect a clean move there if it longs. Yeah, that's it. There's no more zones. Let's look at US 30. Yesterday I took two losses on US 30. And I mean, like it was a really good short. It was just really choppy. I wish, of course, I wish I didn't take these trades, but what I do wish happened was that I didn't take this second trade and then I just let it play out with the shorts and then I waited. I wish I waited for it to tap this 4 hour demand zone because it's exactly where it bounced off from. Let me erase this. It tapped this 4 hour demand zone, immediately started to reject it. This is on the 1 minute time frame too. So the entry on the 1 minute time frame was perfect as well. Boom, right there. As soon as it broke structure to the upside, and then it went up from there. So the shorts were right? Because I was just trading from zone to zone, but just got chopped. Is really what happened. That was tough. And then, yeah, damn. The longs. Let me see how big this move is. It's a pretty big move. Huge move from that 4 hour zone. And then now we've been going up ever since, just like NASDAQ. And we're at this 4 hour supply zone. I do want to erase everything and see how it looks on the bigger time frame. On the daily, we had this daily zone here. It looks like it did bounce off of this zone, kind of. I'm not gonna mark the daily though, because really, what it bounced from was this 4 hour. Yeah, this 4 hour zone here. Fuck, where's the zone? I keep losing it. Yeah, this one. All right, let's see the 4 hour time frame. Like I said, we have this 4 hour supply zone here. Looks very similar to NASDAQ, which I think is good. I like when they look similar. I think they move cleaner when they look similar. I guess this could be a 4 hour demand zone here. Let's go down to the 3 hour time frame. I mean, don't see much. 2 hour. Okay, I see a couple zones. We have these 2 hour supply zones up here. This one here. Okay, down to the 1 hour time frame. Oh, I like this zone. This 1 hour zone here. I mean, we didn't get a bounce off of it, but we did get pretty close to it. I mean, I already have the main zones, right? I think is what am I saying? I'm stuttering. This 4 hour supply zone. Okay, boom. We tap into it, either shorts or longs if it gets above. Oh wow, if it gets above 49,000, right on the dot, right on the dot, 49,000. If it closes above that, I would take longs. Let's just say I took longs around this area here. The trade would be something like this, right? Only 120, 150 points. I'm not gonna lie though, since I haven't been struggling to get the payout, right? But what I've been experiencing is like I'll get close to the payout and then I'll take a loss. And that loss feels like 10 steps back. Even though it's not. But that's what it feels like. So I've been thinking instead of closing it out at like a 1 to 2 to just let that shit play out. Maybe a 1 to 3, maybe even a 1 to 4, if it makes sense. I've never heard of Power Hour. Um, yeah, I think it's what 3 p.m. Eastern. That last hour, Power Hour. Really, the only guy I've heard that from is Danny Trades. That's probably where you heard it from, because he loves to trade that. What you do with that 40K payout though? I still haven't paid my taxes, but I did save most of the payout for taxes. Really, guys, when I get a 40K payout, don't think I'm using the whole 40K, okay? I'm literally saving 50% of the 40K payout for taxes. So I'm really getting a 20K payout. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. I also didn't buy like anything crazy. I bought I bought really necessities, right? I bought routers and what is it called? Routers and brake pads for the Durango, and then the only fun thing I bought, I'm not joking, the only fun thing I bought from that 40K payout, and it was just on Monday, I think. I bought some Oakley glasses. I've never had Oakley glasses. My family likes Oakley glasses. That's probably where I got it. That's probably where I got the idea from. But I've been wanting these specific glasses for a while. So I just got the glasses, but they come in on Friday. And it's literally just like black glasses with it's like engraving, uplift trading. So I could get that business expense. But that was it. Like I really don't buy shit for myself like that. Like I don't ball out. I don't ball out. At least not yet. I think in the future, like when I really got it like that, like definitely. But right now, I don't got it like that. I don't. And like I don't want to be the person that acts like they got it like that, cuz it's like people that try to act like they're rich aren't really rich, you know? That's what I've seen. And I don't want to be like that. Okay, I'm not seeing like any other zones on these time frames. You know what? I do know what I'm gonna buy with this next payout. I will say most likely it'll be tickets to go to Hawaii uh sometime in the summer. So that's exciting. I really wanna like I really wanna trade in Hawaii. That'd be cool. But I do know I have to wake up at like 3 in the morning to trade over there. But I like that. I like the grind. I know I would enjoy waking up that early to trade. Okay, yeah. I think this is it for zones on US 30. Wait. What? Oh, this is a 10 minute. There's this 10-minute supply zone. I mean, it looks like a really strong zone. I'm not sure I would take a trade off of it. I think if a trade does happen off of here, it happened pretty quickly. Plus, I mean, I do think this trade would play out good, but I'd rather take a trade up here at this 4 hour supply zone. Yeah, it's just like Nasdaq. I'm literally just hoping they push a little bit higher, and then I can take a trade up there. Did you get the 20 Apex accounts after you had already gotten payouts because of feed activations? Um, yeah, I mean, before I got the 20 accounts, I had gotten a 10K payout from Tradeify. So like part of that payout went to the 20 accounts. I mean, really, it was a 9K payout because they took 10%. All right, these are all the zones. I don't have too many if the market goes down. I mean, I think if US 30 gets below, I would say if it gets below 392, it'd be a good short. If I do take this short, I just target, yeah, this next 4 hour zone, which would give me a good enough move. Yeah, let's just do support and resistance. And you can write off those fees too. Yeah. I can write off a lot of things with the prop firm trading. It's crazy how much you can write off. But you know what's crazier is how much taxes you gotta pay in New York. I mean, in the US. It's actually crazy. Where the hell is this money going to? I think that's what everyone wants to know. Where exactly is the money going towards? I don't know why, but that made me think about like conspiracy theories. I really love conspiracy theories. They're scary, but I feel like I'm the type of person that if I hear a conspiracy theory, like I automatically think it's true, which I know is bad, but if it makes sense, it makes sense, right? If it adds up, it adds up. Do you really? Because I have a lot of them. Spit them out. Spit them out. I want to know. I love talking about conspiracy theories. How do you decide to take? How do you decide if to take a breakout trade from the zone or bounce back trade from the zone? So I look at the 1 minute time frame and see how the candlesticks close. That's really it. I don't try to predict the move. I just try to see how price reacts to the zone. So like let's just say we approach this. Well, this honestly, this zone's gonna be hard to take shorts from because it's like huge. But let's just say we start touching up here, and then we start breaking, uh, not structure, but like the wicks. If we start breaking the wicks to the downside, then I would take shorts. But if I see the way I know how to trade a breakout is like if I see the candle closing, for example, in this case, if I see it closing above this 50% line, so above 0.36, and then I see it continuing to go higher, then I would take longs. And I post videos like that, like taking breakout trades, and people literally think like, oh, she saw a green candle, so she took longs. But that's not the case. It looks like it, but it's not. I need to see the candle close above us a specific area, then I take the long. Yeah. What's the craziest conspiracy that you think is true? I don't want to sound like a flat earther, but I don't know. There's a lot of things that make it seem like the earth is flat. But I'm not a flat earther. Don't think I'm like that. I'm just, I'm going with the flow here. Plus, do I really care? Like, no. But would I be surprised if they actually say the earth is flat? No, I wouldn't be. Or like another one that I think is true is like the moon landing. Like that shit looks fake. Come on now. There's also just so many things that make the moon landing look fake. Lots of pilots have said that there's no curvature on the earth. I know. Strange, right? Because they're really high up there. You would think you'd see some sort of curve. Or something. I mean, another one. It's not really a conspiracy theory, but like aliens. Oh, for sure, they have to be real, right? Like, there's no way it's just humans. Like who was the cameraman when they landed? I don't know. Probably a lot of cameramen that we don't even know about. I don't know. There's so many conspiracy theories. I can't even think of one. I mean, there was a lot of conspiracy theories that when the files came out, were like, whoa, the conspiracy theory is actually real. It just took time. I feel like it's a bigger chance of aliens than any other theories. You know how unlikely the Earth is the only planet that can sustain life. Yeah, there has to be aliens. But I do think if aliens are real, like it's not what we think. I think they would look different. But maybe they do look like how we think aliens look. With a big head, bigger eyes. Where's VWAP? Let me see where VWAP is. Okay, we haven't touched VWAP in over 5 hours. Not horrible. If it was about 10 hours, I would say we're gonna touch VWAP, but it's only 5 hours. We got time. All right. I'm actually on time today. I'm glad I started early because recently I've been like rushing my analysis, but now I got time to chat. Oh my gosh. The best one is that NASDAQ. Oh, NASA. NASDAQ. Oh my gosh. Was exploring the ocean before exploring space to get us off Earth because of what they found in the ocean. That made me think about the ocean. I mean, I've never heard conspiracy theories about the ocean. Maybe I have, but I don't remember. But I think the ocean is like a very scary place, you know? Shit. Maybe it's just me because I'm scared of fish. I don't know. Something about fish just ick me out. I mean, I don't eat seafood. I can't swim with fish either. Like, I can't do it. If I'm in the ocean, I see fish, I'm running out of the ocean. I'm walking on the water to get out of it. I can't do it. But yeah, there's so much of. I think what only we only know 3% of the ocean, something like that. Like only 3% has been explored. Oh my gosh, I saw this I don't know. I don't know if it was like an AI video, but you guys know like those nasty AI videos that it looks like a regular video and then it just turns into something gross. I saw something like that about a fish. Right. I'd never scrolled so fast. Like I couldn't watch it. That reminds me of like AI videos. I don't know, they piss me off, Cuz it's like especially the ones that look real. Cuz it's like people actually think the videos are real. Like my girlfriend. She shows me videos, I'm like, "Babe, like it's AI." And she's like, "Oh, she doesn't care, but I do." Lonnie, you ever look into trading gold? I've been trading the past 2 weeks and it's felt super clean. Action, no chop. I've never actually traded gold, like actually, on like funded accounts. I have traded gold, but not seriously, right? Like I've traded it with e-valves during agent session, gotten quick moves. But have I actually tried with gold? No. I have tried back testing it with like my usual supply and demand. And I don't know, every time I back test it, it's like I don't know how to read price. Maybe that's just me though. It's also like I've been trading only Nasdaq for so long. I feel like I'm used to Nasdaq's price action, and I'm not used to gold's. So I do think they're different during New York session. Like I feel like gold is very spiky, but that's just me. Yo, I just thought about like mermaids because we were talking about the ocean. I do think like mermaids are real. They have to be. Right? Like, like in the movies, I can't name a good movie. No, what's that movie? It's like a DC movie. Is it what? It's not Wakanda, is it? It's just is this movie where they show like a whole community of actual people underwater and stuff. There has to be, because like we literally only know 4% of the ocean. Who knows what there's down there? Maybe the aliens are down there. You never know. You think a human and a fish made one? I mean, I don't know. You mean Aquaman? No, it's not Aquaman, but yeah, something like Aquaman. Black Panther 2. Yeah, that movie. I forgot what they showed. It was like a whole new world underwater. But yeah, it's like what is it? City of Atlantis. Yeah. Which is also a conspiracy theory, I'm pretty sure. All right. We got 50 seconds for this market to open. Like I said, right now what I'm really hoping for is that the market goes up to these 4-hour supply zones. I think both Nasdaq and US 30 look good. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to trade just yet. If it is choppy, I do have to chill out cuz like yesterday it was choppy immediately and like I think I was too early to take trades. Okay, let's see here. Okay, here's the market open. I was thinking about my trading, and what I've realized is that I've gotten really bad at like no trade days. Like I think last year I was really good at like I see the market chop, I call it a day. But this year is like way different. Like I actually almost every day I take a trade. Which I don't know if it's good or bad. In yesterday's case, it was bad because I feel like if I didn't trade, I would have been fine. But losses are part of the game, so you can't even be too upset. Okay, Nasdaq's going up, kind of. Right now, I'm looking more at Nasdaq since it's closer to the 4-hour supply zone. Yeah, this is a choppy opening like yesterday. I do think there is going to be a good opportunity for a trade, but I think it'll just take time. Like yesterday, there was a good opportunity for longs. It was just like an hour after market open. Okay, I really wanted it to see it push up to 73, but it does look like it's struggling a little bit. Oof, US 30s going down. US 30s about to touch up on VWAP. Oh, okay, let's see if NASDAQ touches 72. That's what I'm looking at right now. But I was going to say US 30s was close to VWAP and a 15-minute demand zone. Um, but yeah, I'm looking more at NASDAQ. This is it. Might tap this 4 hour zone. We got one more minute for this 5 minute candle to close. So far, the opening range looks pretty big, 117 points, almost 500 ticks. Pretty decent open. Again, don't know if I'm going to short it or long it just yet. So we haven't tapped into the zone yet. All right, that was the first 5 minute candle close. It did close out pretty strong, which I like. Damn, we barely touched up on it. I mean, I see this 5 minute zone. I'm not sure I would take a trade off of this. Let's see. Damn, I mean, if we did tap 72 and then made that move down, I'd be wanting to get into the shorts, but we just barely tapped it. If it sells off from here, then I could take a trade off of this 5 minute zone. Potentially. Let's see. Could also bounce off of this 5 minute zone. All right. So far, it looks like it's bouncing off the 5 minute. But honestly, I don't know. I don't want to take a trade off of this 5 minute zone. I mean, I do think if this 1 minute closes above 94, I do think it'd be a good long, but it's just not a trade that I usually take. I mean, I will say on the 1 minute time frames, it's definitely been a slower open. We haven't really seen like a good continuation from a move just yet. Could be like yesterday where it was just a slower opening. Which like aren't good for me. Most of my winners are the first 15 minutes. I mean, I guess there's a good volume. Like these 1 minute candlesticks are huge, but it's just moving sideways right now. That was the second 5 minute candle. It also closed out strong, but like I said, it's just moving sideways. All right, well, here it is tapping the 50% line off of this 5 minute zone. US 30 closed below VWAP, kind of. It's also struggling to, I don't know, continue lower. I do think if this 1 minute candle closes below 58, I do think it'd be a good short. But honestly, it's not a short I'd usually take. So I'm just gonna wait because it's also a 5 minute zone. Usually I do lose on 5 minute zones. Honestly, right now I'm looking more at US 30 since it just tapped a 1 hour demand zone. Yeah, it's still closing below 58. All right. If this 1 minute candle here closes out green on US 30, I will long it, especially if it gets above 75. All right, if Nasdaq gets above 58, so if it breaks this 1 minute wick here, I'm going to long it. All right, there we go. I'm gonna long here. I'm gonna put my stop loss at the bottom at 400, which is a bit more than what I usually risk. A little bit more, not crazy about. Damn, Nasdaq kind of looks like it wants to touch VWAP, which is tough because I'm in a buy right now on US 30. Okay, nice. I'm gonna try to go for around 120 points. We'll see though, because VWAP's also around my 1 to 1. Also, I was gonna say if I lose this trade on US 30, that I wouldn't take the same trade again. But so far it looks fine. Nasdaq's also going up as well, which is good. Yeah, I didn't take the shorts on Nasdaq because it's a 5 minute zone. Usually, I do take a lot of losses on 5 minute zones. They're just not, for me, they're not as accurate for some reason. All right, it did touch up on VWAP, and so far we are rejecting it. How long for the? We got 2 more minutes on the 5 minute candle though. I would like to see this 5 minute close above VWAP. Oh my, we might get a close above VWAP, or honestly above 533. This white line here, which looks like we've been rejecting a little bit. Damn, Nasdaq's also choppy though. Nasdaq has a weird pattern. Damn, US 30 rejected VWAP twice, which is bad for longs. God damn. The only way I would short it, damn, I don't even know if I would short it because it's just like I don't want to take the same trade basically on the same zone. I mean, it wouldn't be the same trade, but like I wouldn't want to take two losses on the same zone, you know? I'd rather wait for it to tap another zone. It's definitely very spiky though. So I do think if I lose this trade, I'll be very picky with the next one. Unlike yesterday, I wasn't that picky with the second trade. I mean, but I was gonna say that I do like the trade idea. I mean, it is a reversal. Usually, reversals are good when there is weird price action. It's like the opposite of a breakout. If we get up to VWAP again, I'll definitely break even. So I feel like if we reject it again, then I wouldn't like the longs. Like I just want to see it get above 33. Then I think from there it'd be a smooth TP. But if it wicks off of it again, then it's not a good sign. And with 10 a.m. news, I forgot there is 10 a.m. news. Uh, with 10 a.m. news, I really just hope that I'm break even on the trade. Let's see. We got we got 7 minutes. I'm not too worried. There we go. I'm gonna break even here. I definitely want to see a smooth break above VWAP. I don't want to see it struggle here. Got 1 more minute for the 5 minute candle to close. My stop loss is at 68, which for me is right at break even. Which is good because now I don't have to worry about being in an actual trade at news. All right, that was a 5 minute candle close. It did close above VWAP, which is good, but it didn't close out above the white line. I don't know. I still like the longs. Damn. Maybe I'll get saved by this candle here. Oh, maybe. Nasdaq's going up, but it's very choppy. Yeah, I don't even know if I'd want to trade Nasdaq. But there is 10 a.m. news, which is good, right? Maybe the market clears out after news. That does happen sometimes. Maybe it's also slow because of 10 a.m. news. Damn, it's still struggling to get above VWAP, to get above 33. My TP2 is around 63, which it is pretty close to, but it is above VWAP. Damn. Slow trade. We got about 1 minute 30 seconds for this 5 minute candle to close and for news. So we'll see if news pushes up on US 30. Which could happen, but I don't know. It like it's 50-50 at this point. I mean, it's always 50-50. I definitely like to see this last 1 minute candle push us up higher and break these highs. That way, maybe this next 5 minute candle closes out above not only VWAP but the white line at 532. And this will be either a quick TP or a quick break even with this news coming out. Okay, quick TP. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I'm out. Let's go. Woo! Whoa! Oh my god. What a long trade. And I got a 1 to 3. Bro, I'm done with just a 1 to 2. I can't do it. It's like it's I just can't. I can't do it. With a 1 to 2, I'll get close to the payout, and then I'll take one losing day, and it'll be like 10 steps back, or that's what it feels like. So now, with the risk reward, I think it'll be better. The only thing is that I will have to make a bit more. That's the only thing, but other than that, that was a good trade. Wow. A 1 to 4 hit on. No, sorry, 1 to 3. Then what did I close it at then? Oh, okay. I closed it out at a 1 to 2.3. Because the stop loss was wider than usual. I said usually I have my stop loss at 50, but I didn't have it at 50 this time because I wanted the stop loss at the lows, which I usually don't do. Another thing I usually don't do is not breaking even. Right? In today's case, I hit over a 1 to 1 when I'm already stuttering. When it touched up on VWAP, right? That was over a 1 to 1. Usually I'd break even there. But I was like, you know what? Like, I'm tired of getting hit break even too early into trades. So I let it breathe, and it was perfect, right? If I had the tight stop loss at 50 points, I would have gotten stopped out. So luckily I had it a bit wider at the bottom. And then yeah, I waited for the trade. I said it either once the news came out, it'd either be a quick TP or a quick break even, and it was a quick TP. And no, that was not gambling on news. Okay, it was a risk-free trade around news. So it's like, oh, she gambled on news. No, I didn't. Okay, I was already break even on the trade. Okay, another thing is like most people that are looking at the trade think, oh, it was below VWAP, so why would she long it even though it's above VWAP? Honestly, with US 30, I don't worry too much about VWAP when it comes to that. I focus more on the zones because VWAP, not VWAP, sorry, US 30, it's like it doesn't ignore VWAP, but it's not like Nasdaq. I feel like Nasdaq respects VWAP more. With US 30, like I don't know how to explain it. It likes to not chop through it, but it likes to break through it a lot during New York session. And yeah, I mean, if I was in this trade, let's see. I don't know. I mean, I already hit TP, so it's like I really wouldn't do anything else. But I don't have any other zones stopping us except all the way up here at 874. But it does look like it rejected this area of support slash resistance. Wow, this is my biggest day on the accounts. I don't even know what this is in total. Let's see what TradeZella says. Nice gamble. It's a calculated gamble. But I guess that's what trading is. It is calculated gambling. Wow, 15K in total. Which I like because it's bigger than my usual losing day. I think I'm gonna keep going with this 1 to 3 risk reward. If it makes sense. If it makes sense. Obviously not every trade is gonna make sense at a 1 to 3. So I won't try every trade, but if it makes sense, like today, then I'd go for it again. Oh, also Nasdaq finally tapped this 4 hour supply zone up here. Immediately once we tapped it, it immediately broke structure to the downside. If I saw that, I would have taken shorts there, maybe close it out at a 1 to 2. But I don't even know if I really would have taken this trade because it's just crazy choppy. And the dogs are barking. How many more days till next payout? I have no idea. I don't need more days, right? At this point, let me chill out. Let me wait for them to stop. I don't even know why they're howling. Tell that chihuahua to put them in check. Surprisingly, he's not barking. He's literally laying down. He never does that. I'm surprised he didn't go down there. Alright, I forgot what I was gonna say. What was I saying? Oh, about the payout. So I could take a payout, but it won't be the max payout. For the max payout, I need a balance of 4,100, which I'm close to. But now, what I think I just need is, you know what? I have to do like some math here because this wasn't like the original plan. So now my biggest day is 756. So let's see. I think that'd be around. Let me see. I need to calculate what the amount of profit I need. That the biggest day is 756, but the consistency is still 30%. So let's try 4,500. I'm doing it wrong. 2,500. Okay. Yeah. So I need I need a balance of around 4,600, which isn't bad. I think, yeah, if I win the next trade, and I think if I win the next trade, maybe if it's a 1 to 2, maybe even a 1 to 3 like this one, and then I could request TP. And then the good part about this win is that if I take a losing day like yesterday, it won't be as big as the winning day, which is like what I was really stressing about these past couple of weeks, cuz like I said, I'd have like a really good win and then I take a loss and it feel like I took 10 steps back. In reality, that's not the case, but it's just what it feels like. Cause the when I have like a really loser, when I have a really losing day, it's 500 per account, and usually that's my winning day is 500 per account. So it's like having a 1 to 1 risk reward ratio, which for me I don't like 1 to 1 because I honestly don't know if my winning rate is actually higher than 50%. That's the only way you're going to be profitable with having a 1 to 1 risk reward. Um so yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see. Wow, this is going up. This is good. I think US 30 could go up to 75, 875, which is pretty far away, but I mean, the longs are longing. With Nasdaq's tough because it's very choppy on the small, even on the 5 minute. It's choppy. I would only long Nasdaq if I see it close above 34, then I think it'd be a good long. But like the price action needs to change, needs to be better. Just request a 10K payout, secure the bag. Like I could, but I'm thinking very long term with the accounts. If I took a payout now, it'd be like I was scared to lose the account, which I'm not. And since I'm thinking long term, for me, long term is like 5 payouts, 5 to 6 payouts on the same accounts. So it's like I have to take advantage of the max payout, you know? And I'm also taking it slow. So it's like the only way I'd really blow the next payout is if I get on a nasty losing streak, which is possible, or if I go on tilt, which I know I'm not going on tilt. I'm not going to fumble the bag like that. There's no way. But I'm done trading. That was it for today. People could say it was a gamble. I mean, if it was a gamble, it was risk free, right? It's not like I actually risked money right at news. I was break even. Today's pretty tough though. It is, right? Like the price action's not as clean. I was in that trade for a while. Usually I'm not in a trade for that long. Nasdaq is insanely choppy. I think the I wouldn't even trade Nasdaq, right? But if you were to trade it, it'd be like scalps, right? Scalping the range. Because I will say Nasdaq has really good volume. Like the 1 minute candlesticks are actually a decent size. It's just very wicky, and it's moving sideways. So that also makes it hard. Wow, this trade hit would have hit 200 points. But I did close it out at 150 points. I don't think I've held the US 30 trade for that long. I think that was my biggest US 30 trade that I've held on to. So usually I close it out at around 100 points or 120. How are you sure you ain't gonna tilt on? How are you sure you ain't gonna go on tilt? Because I got too much on the line, you know? I got people watching me. Uh, I got taxes to pay. No, that don't matter, but it's just like I got too much on the line to go on tilt. If I go on tilt, it's like, oh, I'm most likely going on tilt because I took a loss. But I'm really good at taking losses and calling it a day. Like yesterday, I took two losses. Yes, I was very upset at first, but once I stepped away, it was like whatever, you know. I'm doing fine. I took a loss, but it was planned. I stopped at the daily loss limit. Yeah, I like to live stream. I think live streaming, like, it forces me to not trade stupid, not go on tilt. I could turn off the live stream and like go on tilt, but it wouldn't end up good. Like, I already know I'd regret it, so why even do it? But yeah, I think going on tilt really stems from losing, but I'm already good at taking losses. So I don't know. The only way I'd go on tilt is if I go off track. If I do something I usually don't do. Something I am scared about with these accounts though is like, bro, what if I leave an order and like I just show up one day and it's blown, or something like that. That's what I'm really scared of. But I just double check, that I close all the positions. Yes, so I should be fine. Live trading holds you accountable. It does. It does. Plus, I show all the stats. So it's like I can't even fake it with you guys. I show all the stats. All the stats are right here. I mean, I could show you the stats on TradeOvate. Let's see. But it'd be the same as TradeZilla. Shit, I don't even know how to do this. Separate views. I think. Where do you do it? No, it's not there. Fuck, how do I check the stats on this? Reports. There we go. Yeah, like the report is gonna come out the same. Let's do this quarter, right? Yeah, total P&L 5,600. Um, which is less because I took the payout. But like all the stats are here. All the trades are on stream. It's like it's gonna be hard to fake it. Plus, like for me, it's like I don't want to be the trader that fakes it. I want to be the trader that's actually a trader. I don't know why traders fake payouts, profits, anything. Like, what's the point of that? Bro, my family watches my videos. Why would I be a faker? You know? I don't like that. I rather actually get payouts, actually wait for trades, wait for the profits, take the losses in front of everyone, show everyone you could take payouts and take losses. You don't need 100% win rate. You don't need 80% win rate. You just need simple risk management, simple rules, simple system, and be patient. I like showing the losses because it's realistic. Obviously, it sucks, right? But it reminds people, damn, she takes losses and she still takes payouts. You know, that's what I want to remind people. Yeah, let me journal this before I forget. I'm glad I journaled yesterday. Usually on a losing day, like it's hard for me to journal the trades because I just want to leave. But I actually somewhat journaled. I kept it short, but at least I took a picture of the losses. That'll be helpful. Yeah, there was a couple things with this trade that I usually don't do. Not gonna lie. Usually I don't have the stop loss. 62 points. Usually it's 50 points. Usually I do break even at a 1-to-1. This time I decided to let it breathe and it played out well. Another thing that made me confident in the reversal was the weird price action. Usually if there's like really weird price action, you won't get breakouts. You'll get fake outs. You'll get reversals. So seeing the weird price action while I was in the trade, it wasn't stressful cuz I knew like, you know, weird price action usually does reverse. Also with this trade, what I'm betting is that the market is going to go back inside of the opening range. Basically, I'm betting that we're moving sideways. And when you move sideways, usually you see weird price action. You see like a lot of wicks on the smaller time frame, a lot of up and down. So I took longs after US 30 tapped a 1 hour demand zone. And took longs after US 30 tapped a 1 hour demand zone and broke structure to the upside on the 1 minute time frame. And then that was it. So yeah, on the 1 minute time frame, as soon as we tapped into this area, we were kind of wicking off of the area, which is a good sign for a reversal. And then I decided to take the long as soon as this, let me zoom in. Where was it? As soon as this wick here broke, this one right here. And then I was going to wait for it to break this one, but I was like, it's already rejecting down here. So most likely if we break this wick, which is also outside of the zone, it'll continue to go higher. It did look like a fake out at first, right? I got in a trade and then it almost went to stop loss. But I think it was because it was moving up and down. All right, anyone got any questions before I head out? Do you think sell for NQ 040? I think it's too early to tell. I mean, I will say the price action is clearing up. And this 1 minute candle might close out above 040. Usually I'd go long on this. The only thing is we haven't seen a 5 minute candle close above this area. But we did see a 1 minute. But it's like realistically, I'm not sure I would take this trade, right? Because of the previous price action. Honestly, I'd be scared to trade NQ. There's also a 30-minute supply zone at 080. So it could reject that. But I think for sure, if it gets above 090, it has a lot of room to go up. Do I think it'd be a smooth ride up? No. I think it's going to be a choppy move up. But it does look like the price action cleared up a bit after news. You could see it broke out of the opening range. Oh wow, this 15-minute candle is nasty. The first 15-minute candle. You can see the news came out and we're already outside of the opening range. There's also a 15-minute candle close outside of the opening range, which is a good sign. So yeah, I think news definitely helped the markets. Please tell us what is your long term goal in trading and also trading with Apex. My long term goal with trading is obviously like 10K days, 100K days on a live account, not on prop firms. And then my long term goal with Apex is multiple payouts. I still have the old accounts, so I do think they're still gonna allow that six payout. Hopefully, hopefully the six payout is uncapped. And then if the six payout is uncapped, then I can request 100% of the profits. And if my profits are at 5,000, then I can request 100K payout, six-figure payout from a prop firm, which sounds cool. But we'll see. I don't know if they're gonna allow that still, because they did change like that six payout thing. But I do have the older accounts, so I don't know. I'd have to ask support. But either way, I mean, the goal is obviously to get max payout a couple times, especially if I get banned, which is possible. If I get banned, I just hope that I milked the prop firm. That I actually got a decent amount before I was banned. But I want to stack up on evals in case that does happen. Like I want to make sure if I lose these accounts that I already have funded accounts. And honestly, I think it'd be easier with the newer accounts because I'd have end of day. So like if you have end of day on a funded account, you don't have to worry about, taking profit right at a 1-to-1 or right at a 1-to-2. So you could let it breathe and get a really decent day of profit. Yeah, I'm excited to for the new Apex update. I really just hope it lasts, you know? Like I hope they don't come up with some BS. That'd suck. Yes. Stock dividends. I've thought about it. I actually get stock dividends from like Apple, but it's only like 2 cents. Cause I don't have that much in the stock. Oh, but it's something. Yeah, dividends are cool. I don't understand them, but I mean, I kind of understand them, right? But honestly, I don't. I just know the company pays you for having the stock, something like that. Why do you get banned? No way. Trades by Matt has been with Apex for so long, he hasn't gotten banned. I mean, there people say if you're an affiliate, you don't get banned. So I'm hoping that shit is true. I can't even lie to you guys. If it is true, like if affiliates don't get banned, then fucking become an affiliate. Post content about it. There's ways to get around that. I mean, like it's the shit rule, right? Like, damn, only Apex or only affiliates keep accounts or whatever, or don't the only affiliates don't get banned, but you could become an affiliate as well. There's nothing stopping you. Play the game. Play the game you want to play. There shouldn't be any excuse. What's the rules with news? The rules with news on Apex is that they don't have any restrictions on news unless you blow your account with it. If you blow your account with it, obviously you lost. But you could trade news as long as you don't lose the account. As long as you you know, as long as you don't hit daily loss limit, or as long as you don't um lose all your profit. My mic's on. Is it on? Can you guys hear me? Can I ask, do you have the why that pushes you to trade with discipline? I know it's a complicated question, but it'll be an honor if you answer. I mean, the why with trading is just like obviously it's money, right? Everyone starts trading because they want to make money. But what pushes me to keep going even after losing so much, so many times, so many accounts. I don't know. The thought about what if I actually succeed? If I actually succeed, so much is possible, you know? Honestly, and then I don't know, it's also like what do I want to do? I want to travel the world. I want to not be so stressed out about money, you know? Same reasons you guys want to succeed with trading. We're all I always say like every trader's the same. Every trader, not every, but a lot of traders are very similar. You know, we all want the same goals, the same things. Wow, Nasdaq pushing up. Nasty move up. But yeah, I want to be comfortable in the future. Like I don't want to stress about money in the future. I don't want to be stingy with money either. You know, I want to be abundant with money. That's how I want to be in the future. So I guess that's my why. I want to be comfortable in the future. It's going in and out. Damn, it might be the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi has been tough lately. How can I clean up my entry because I saw this move up for Nasdaq? I keep getting stopped out. I locked myself out from trading, but I want to avoid getting stopped out too early. It depends how tight your stop loss is. How tight is your stop loss? How many points is your stop loss? Or how many ticks? You make me want to be a trader. I'm still learning the basics. Yeah. I realized a lot of the people that watch me are there's a lot of beginners. And I feel like I don't make beginner content, but maybe I should. There's a lot of people that don't even know what I'm talking about sometimes. I've thought about like doing a boot camp or something for beginners. Do you always take your entry on the 1 minute? Yeah. Sometimes it's on the 5 minute, but most of the time it's on the 1 minute time frame. Non beginner here. Yeah, I know there's a lot of non beginners, even people that have been trading longer than me. But I've always thought like it was just people that knew like what I was talking about, but I've realized most people are newer, are new. I thought I wouldn't get newer traders because I feel like the content that I post is like not beginner friendly. You know, like I feel like if a beginner watch it, they'd be kind of confused. How you did? What? What trade did you take? Really? Where? Recently? Like right here? On the 4 hour zone? Wow. That was a good trade. So it was something like this. Like this? Wow. That's good. And that's more than your losing. Your losing day. Wow. My girlfriend's $900 away from passing her Tops Up account. It's not her first one, but it's her second one. Any trades today? Yeah, I took the longs on US 30. And it went up to the 4 hour zone. Wow. Just like how I expected it to. I closed it out around here. Someone said to introduce you. This she said her PJ. I don't think she wanted to. And she's sick. She's been coughing in the background all morning. She said maybe when she gets better, she'll be on stream. I just like seeing you work. Trading sometimes feel like gambling, but when you meet someone who puts method into it, feels sublime. I don't know what sublime means, but I think I know what you mean. Yeah, I used to think the same thing. Like sometimes I used to think like, damn, are people actually making money? I used to think that, but I only thought that when I didn't trade a system. When I was just trading to trade. When I was trading as a hobby, that's what I thought. But now it's like I trade like a business, you know? Like I have a specific system, specific strategy. Everything's very specific. So everything's very consistent. It's not like, you know, I don't know. Like a couple years ago, I'd literally just trade to trade. You know, I'd be trading random times of the day. I'd trade at like 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Random times because it was a hobby. Now though, it's like I'm on Wall Street, right? Like I wait for 9:30 and that's all I do. Um, what chart are you trading? I just got my first evaluation for 50K. I'm How long have you been training for? 3 to 4 years. Been it ever since. Heck, why does it do this? I don't know why it's been doing this recently a lot. Like it'll just reset all of my settings. All right, I think I'm lagging here. I can't even change the settings. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Don't know what's going on. I don't even know what I was saying. But I don't know. Have a good day, guys. Oh my gosh, I just realized it's Wednesday. I've been doing really good this year on Wednesdays. Yeah, way better than last year. Way better. This shit froze, bro. I think it's my Wi-Fi. It has to be. All right, that was it for me. I don't know what to say now, but I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.